Welcome back. It's a Monday morning, 3rd of October 2022. The press don't talk much about the situation in America and Americans, what have been undergoing in the last few months or year or so. I think this type of crisis started when 2 years ago, basically, and it was announced there was this virus and they have to shut down society, and obviously this created repercussions on the socio-economical system of America. People being fired and business closing down due to this health issue, and people living on stimulus checks, which only created more inflation. It's still creating more inflation in America because they're still printing money. Inflation is created by a surplus of um, a certain amount of cash in circulation. And that's why banks are opposing limits, which comes from the Federal Reserve guidelines and rules. More than a certain amount, and you have to justify it to take out money out of the bank. I think it's about a limit of around $6,000. You have to state the reason why you take it out. Is really absurd, the situation. Um, there are shortages of all basic, you know, daily items, groceries, spare parts for your vehicle, and stuff like that. Just about everything's in shortage, or it costs more. Due to this situation, the number of homeless people in America is is just exploding. And plus, you got open border policies, letting in people from over the Mexican border, regardless any type of control who they are. But when Americans come over the border from God knows where, Canada or Mexico, they are super controlled. They even control the contents of your phone to this point. And the problem of these immigrants now, they've been put on buses and sent from state to state. Practically each state is dumping immigrants in other states, basically, despite the problems they have domestically. And now, the state of California came out with this law saying hotel owners have to put their facilities at a disposal to give hospitality homeless people, and they say they can't refuse. Um, the homeless people, there are many sorts of type of sociopathic characters, or just simple people who lost their jobs, lost everything, their house as well, due to the recession and shutting down the economy, which is pretty biting hard on American society. Any city you go to, you'll find streets full of people in tents, and practically they're creating ghettos, really, due to this situation. Instead of spending billions and billions of dollars pouring weapons into Ukraine, can't you solve the problems of these homeless people somehow? Because all policies so far just actually failed. And plus, you got the victims of the hurricane in certain states of America, absolutely abandoned. There's no type of organised rescue plan to help these American citizens. They only just think about letting in illegal aliens and them, supporting a so-called democratic government was basically just a tyrant. People got to know this Zelensky character is no do-gooder. He's a puppet from created from Washington, an American state, and he has abolished all oppositions and political parties in his country. You call that Democrat? No, that's dictatorship. That is, and there's been stories about in the UK, in 50 cities, there's people protesting, burning their bills. The situation wouldn't get any better. Governments are powerless, or they don't want to do practically nothing to tackle this problem. Uh, Probably UK be the first one to fall, socially and economically, despite the downfall of popularity in a few weeks of new Prime Minister Liz Truss. So her name is really, I don't remember. Well, she's totally incompetent, and God knows what's going to happen.